Who wants a lightweight couples camper that doesn't ask you to sacrifice all the comforts of home?
Hey folks, Stayhacker from the 6 here, coming to you from Saint Jerome, Quebec. I've driven hundreds of kilometers to show you some incredible lightweight trailers, and today we're going to look at a really special one, which is the Prolite Classic. And the Classic has a couple of claims to fame. Number one, it actually has a north-south bed that you can almost walk around, and it has a dry bath, and yet it hits these two incredible features without slide outs and with a dry weight with no options of just 2,290 pounds. So I'm really excited to show you this one, and I want to give a big thank you to Arvika Bike Racks, who is the sponsor of this video. We're going to do our usual. We're going to walk around the outside, then we'll take a look inside. Let's get started.
Including the A-frame, the Classic comes in at 19 foot 11 inches long, exterior width is 6 foot 9 inches, exterior height without AC is 8 foot 2 inches, while the interior height is 6 foot 4 inches. Unloaded, the tongue weight is 220 pounds, while unloaded base dry weight comes in at 2,290 pounds.
Let's start our tour around the outside at the utility side, and I can't really get in there because the trailer's parked right up against the wall, but I could still be able to show you a few things. So we do have a access door to the pass-through storage, which is right here, and you can see that we have the 30 amp connection, which is also right here, and it's the kind we like that has the plugs separate from the trailer, and therefore there's no hole for mice or bugs to get in. We also have a solar port right here. And as I look down the trailer, I can see that right in the middle we have the city water connection, and we also have an outside shower. Now, coming around to the nose of the trailer, you can see we do have a stabilizer. We have stabilizers on all four corners of the trailer. And we also have on the nose of this trailer an Arvika bike rack that is installed. And we are going to talk a little bit about Arvika bike racks in a minute, but I will just say right now that I own one. I have one on my trailer. I absolutely love it. They're fantastic bike racks. And again, a big thanks to Arvika for sponsoring this video. We do have a single propane tank on the nose of this trailer, along with a manual tongue jack. I'm sure you could spec a power tongue jack if you wished. And coming around, we see we have another stabilizer. And then as we head to the campsite of the trailer, you can see that we have a massive pass-through storage area. Just huge, and we do have a door to access it on the other side. So just loving the size of this storage. Right beside the door to that, you have your 120 volt outlet and then a 12 volt cigarette lighter style outlet as well. And then as we swing around towards the main door, you'll see that we do have a screen door on the inside, which is always a nice feature to have. And just keep the bugs out and keep your pets in and all that good stuff. And right beside the door, we have a nice grab handle to help us out. And above that, we have an amber light, porch light. And then below that, we have a blue light, which is always lit. And that just provides a little bit of lighting around the step-in area for the single step that the trailer comes equipped with. And I've camped with Prolites in the past and really appreciated that blue light. It's a very nice feature to have. Now, we have a mag wheel or an alloy wheel, really nice design. It's actually the same wheel that I have on my trailer. And then swinging around, we've got our inlet and outlet for the furnace, and we have our rear stabilizer, of course. Also on the campsite of the Classic, you can see a large standard Fiamma awning. Covers almost the entire length of the trailer other than just the front curved section, and that comes standard on the Classic. Now let's head around to the rear of the trailer, and you'll see that our spare tire is mounted on the bumper, and then we have an awning style window here at the back of the trailer. And now is a good time to mention that these awning style windows are tempered glass, they're tinted, and so you can open them. They open very easily too. Even if you have arthritis, you won't have any trouble with them. And they don't let any rain in, but they let plenty of ventilation in, and in combination with your roof fan, they're going to do a fantastic job. Heading around to the other side of the utility side of the trailer, to the rear here, we have another stabilizer in the rear corner, and then we have our area where we're going to dump our gray and our black tank. And it does have the type of hose that folds down when you're dumping, and then you can fold it up to protect the plumbing from any issues. And we do have our hot water heater, a 6-gallon gas electric hot water heater. And then you can see the vents for the fridge, and it looks like we're going to see a big fridge when we get inside.
Before we look at the interior, a big thanks to today's sponsor, Arvika. I actually bought my own Arvika bike rack a few years ago, and I loved it so much that I wanted to collaborate with them. Who is Arvika? Arvika Bike Rack is a Canadian company, and they've been in business since 1999, so you know their products can handle North American roads and weather conditions no matter where you are. I love how easy it is to find the perfect fit on their website. You can shop based on your trailer model or the type of trailer you own. Then just choose the number of bikes you want to carry and the width of your bike tires, and you get the perfect rack for your needs. For the Prolite Classic, the short A-frame bike rack kit is perfect. It's sturdy, easy to install, and allows you to transport your bikes without compromising access to the trailer. I also recommend checking out the loading ramp. It makes loading and unloading so much easier, especially if you have heavier electric bikes. If you need a bike rack, be sure to check out the description for a link and our 10% off discount code. And remember, the best way to support our channel is to support our sponsors like Arvika, since we get a small commission for every sale using our discount code. We love our Arvika bike rack, and you will too.
And heading inside the Classic. And I'll give you the lay of the land first. So on the left, we have our queen size bed, and it is a walk around. You'll be able to get out of bed without disturbing your partner because it's north-south. And then we have our kitchen right across from the door and a little bit to the left. We have a 2-person dinette and then a dry bath in the back corner along with the fridge and some more storage. Let's start by taking a look at this bed. So this is a Murphy bed, and it is a very simple process in order to convert it into a couch. And I'll just show you that process now. And there you have it. We have our couch set up now. You see we have nice little tables on each side, and we also have plenty of storage. We do have on the right-hand side here 2 120-volt outlets if somebody needs to run a CPAP machine. That's going to be very handy. And let's take a look at the storage. So on both sides we have a small closet, which is great. And then good amount of storage. It is kind of triangular because of the slope of the roof, but these are quite deep, so you're going to be able to fit a good amount of stuff in here. They've gone to a new type of blind, and I'll just cut to an image of how that works right now. So you just undo that, and then it's magnets that actually keeps it attached to the window. And I just wanted to show you that there is a partially open way as well, just using the magnets that are just at this point here. And of course you can have it fully open as well, like the other 2 windows are. So neat design, I really like that, and they completely black out when you go with the full blackout mode because the magnets hold them completely shut. Really nice design. And I also love for 2025 the new decor, and I'll cut to an image of the old decor. So they've gone with a much brighter flooring and a much brighter walls with the new setup, and it does really brighten up the trailer and make it look very modern, especially in combination with those new blinds. Now let's take a look at the kitchen, and we'll start at the top with the microwave. Not a convection microwave, just a standard microwave. There you go. And then to the right we do have some storage. Good sized cabinet. It does hold itself open as well, which is nice. And we close that up. And then down below we have a stainless steel sink, and we have a 2-burner Dometic stove. And so pretty standard fare. One thing that I will point out though is that we do have a fair bit of counter space for such a small trailer. So, you know, a good amount of space in between. And then we also have a little bit to the right of the sink as well. Other features of the kitchen, we do have 2 120-volt outlets down at the bottom. And we have plenty of storage. So this is a look at the storage underneath the sink. And as you can see, just a huge amount. And under the stove, I think we're going to find a similar amount. Yeah, just tons of storage. So you're going to have no problem. Probably only need to use half of this for kitchen stuff, and then you could use the rest for other camping items. Now to the left, oh, and I don't want to skip these plugs. So we do have a charging station right here, and we've got both USB, two USB-A's on this one, and a 12-volt on this one. So that's a nice feature as well. To the left of the kitchen, we have some more storage above the fridge. Huge storage cabinet, plenty of space, tons of space for clothes or for whatever you want to put in there. Then we have a Norcold fridge and nice big freezer, and also very large fridge compartment as well, with plenty of shelves. So very, very large fridge. Love the two-door setup as well with a separate freezer. Very nice. And then down at the bottom, we do have some more storage, and just bear with me while I get down there. And oh no, actually that is where our hot water tank is and where the plumbing is. So we're not going to be using that for storage. But nice that you have easy access to it. Now swinging around, under this dinette bench, we have the furnace, so we're not going to be using that for storage. I noticed that there is another charging port down there. So you have charging everywhere pretty much. And underneath the other dinette bench, we do have some more storage. And I'll just give you a look underneath there. So nice big storage, perfect spot for you to put extra shoes and so on if you wanted to. So just loving that. And we do have a nice two-person dinette. And we're getting more storage above the dinette. This will convert into a very small bed, just big enough for a child though, not big enough for an adult. And there you go. You can see we have 3 of these large cabinets. They're not the deepest, but definitely going to provide you with plenty of extra storage. All right, and last but not least, we are going to take a look at the bathroom. And I'm excited to open this door to show you that we have a full dry bath in the back of the Classic. So we have the bathroom, the toilet located on the right, along with a very large medicine cabinet. And let me just give you a look inside of there. So lots of storage for your bathroom items. And then we have a full bathroom sink setup with more storage underneath. We have a window and we have a fan at the ceiling. And then we have our shower in a completely separate fiberglass enclosure. So this is never going to leak. It's a full fiberglass enclosure that then just connects with the shower pan. Let's do the test for the height of the shower. All right, I have kicked my shoes off and we'll just step in, and there's no rise. So it's just a flat step to get into the shower, which is great. And yeah, there's lots of space with the curve of the wall here. That gives me extra elbow room. Really love this bathroom. And I'm standing up straight. I've got a few more inches, so plenty of space in terms of headroom. This is luxury bathroom for a camping trailer, that's for sure. So we're giving it the thumbs up, absolutely. In terms of ventilation in this Classic, we have 2 ceiling fans, or actually this is just a ceiling vent. And then we have a max air fan over on the other side. Plus we have the fan in the bathroom, so we've got 2 fans. And obviously you can option an air conditioner up there if you want to. Another nice feature on the Classic is this master light switch. So I can turn off almost all of the lights with the one switch. And I can also dim them, so you can get whatever lighting that you want for whatever you're using the trailing for at the time. On the storage front, there is another large compartment underneath the couch as well. Plenty of storage space underneath there.
As of April 2025, the Prolite Classic goes for $44,500 in Canadian dollars, and don't forget to add the $499 prep fee and tax on top of that. It's time for pros and cons, and as usual, we'll start with the pros. My first pro is definitely the north-south walk-around bed. I honestly can't think of another trailer at this weight with this feature. The fact that it doubles as a couch during the day makes it an even bigger bonus. Next up, I love the dry bath. There just are not that many trailers that offer one at this weight, and so it makes sense that weight is my third pro. At just 2,290 pounds for the base model, you're getting an ideal couple's floor plan that even a 3,500 pound tow capacity vehicle can handle. I should also point out that I can't think of another trailer that has these three pros all at the same time. My first con is that the floor plan is very much a couple's setup. I would love to get all those pros and bunks for the kids, but maybe that's being too greedy. My second con is that I wish it came equipped with a torsion axle, although I will point out I've towed a similar Prolite and found it to tow fine. My final con is related to weight. This trailer is extremely light for its size, floor plan, and features, but it's heavy enough that you could get an all-aluminum trailer at the same weight, although it would mean giving up the awesome floor plan. All in all, the Prolite Classic to me looks like the ideal trailer for a retired couple who don't want a big tow vehicle, but do want the features of a big trailer. It's a compelling enough package that it has me seriously considering one for when our kids stop traveling with us. What do you think? Is this the perfect lightweight couples trailer? Let us know in the comments, and if you'd like to see an even bigger dual-axle Prolite, click the link on the screen. Big thank you to today's sponsor, Arvika Bike Racks, and don't forget to check out the description for links and a 10% off discount code. Until the next video, take care.